I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
Odd places going viral. You're up, Josh.
Thanks. Do you always flush?
I I do. I always flush.
Always. Okay.
Okay, so occasionally I have not flushed after using the toilet. However, I in my life that I can remember, probably less than a handful.
Okay. I was just curious. You know, that old phrase, if it's yellow, leave it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down, whatever. But I don't always flush.
Why?
And water conservation. I actually think about water conservation. It's like a gallon per flush. That's an average toilet. If I understand properly, it's a gallon per flush.
Okay.
That's a lot. It's a lot of water.
So yellow, you leave it, right? Brown, you flush it down.
Not always, but a lot of times. Just because
Okay. What does your
it's
wife
on my
think about
mind,
that?
man.
What does your wife think about that? What does she think?
So she doesn't. We have separate bathrooms. That helps.
Okay. Got it.
So
Got it. All right. So this is, I mean, I live, as you see behind me, and I have a lot of land. And the yellow stuff, I can just fertilize.
okay,
So
it's even better.
yeah. So and it's a great feeling just to like go out, just pee. Now uh, now the brown stuff, I got to flush.
Yeah.
However, I have it set up so that any of my water in my house, that is from my sink, my shower, my washing machine, and these are bathroom sinks and kitchen sinks, goes to gray water, and it waters my inedible plants. So
Very nice. You got a nice setup.
I'm trying to, yes, I'm trying to use all the water I possibly can.
I guess I've just become more socially conscious, more environmentally conscious the past several years, where it's like, because I don't know. I have a problem. Think about how many gallons of water we're probably wasting. And this is potable water, right? This is water that's been treated, that could be drinkable. And we're flushing away money. We're flushing away resources.
Are we though? Let's look at that. Let's look at it, Josh.
Help me, because maybe I don't understand.
Yeah. Water is constantly being recycled. Let's say you do flush for this time. You flush, it goes out, septic, let's say, or let's say it goes to sewer. They treat it, get the good water over here. They can make it potable now. That potable water then goes back into your house, okay? Where I live, it goes into the soil, goes down to the aquifer, pump up the water, and someone uses it out of the well. And even for me, I take rainwater and I use the rainwater, use it in my house, and then I water my trees with the rainwater that I've used already, and it goes back into the aquifer and around. So it's constantly moving. Now, here's the thing. You do have a point with conservation, because the more of us that are around, the more populated Florida gets, let's say, where we live, more people are using water. A gallon each time they yellow. And when you add 1,500 people per day coming to Florida to live, and I think that was a number at one time. I don't know what it is now. You're using the water. The aquifer is being used up faster than we are replenishing it. And our rain is roughly 50 inches a year. So, if we continue with 50 inches a year, and we have 1,500 new people coming to Florida every day.
Is this going to take calculus? Is this like a calculus problem? Because that's off the top of my head, it's going to be tough, man.
I'm just saying that we don't have enough water for everybody if everybody is in one spot. There you go.
Right.
Or most people are in one spot.
Or 20 million people in Florida. If we can save 2 flushes a day on 20 million people, that's 40 million gallons. Yep. We can save per day. That's enough to fill like a small Buick. I'm probably right. 40 million gallons.
A little more than that. Now, here's the thing that makes it: if we are, if we If we conserve, that means more people can live in Florida because we have more water. I mean, we're not using as much water. Now, this is something that I think Nevada did. I think Las Vegas did. Basically, a desert town, and they conserve their water. And each flush is whatever. I don't know what it is. The point is, they don't water the yards. They use the water proficiently. They do pull from, I think, the Colorado River. So my point is, you can conserve yourself out of it.
Okay. So am I just being a ninny about this? Am I just being overly ignorantly protective of the environment then? Should I just say, screw it, let's flush it every time?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. The practices, I think, that people are using today, I have rainwater that I use in my house, and I'm going to add a new big tank, 2,500 gallon tank tomorrow. So my old tank is going to be for my outdoor shower. Here's the point. The point is, that is going to be the future. The future, I don't want to say it's Mad Max, and water is going to be king. Water is king. You have water, you live. In fact, I heard a podcast about planets that have water. Water is what is going to be used to create fuel. So
yeah,
you get to a planet that has water, it's fuel so that you can go to another planet or come back home or do what?
Well, but look, the planet is 70% water. We have so much water, it's ridiculous. The problem is it's salinated. So once we come up with an easy process to desalinate, an affordable process, I think our water problems are going to go away. Now, we're not there yet.
Okay, you're right. We can desalinate. The issue, my understanding with desalination is that it's high energy consumption. A lot of electricity in order to take all the minerals out of the salts out of the water, H2O.
Currently, yeah. And I think they're working on it. Yeah.
Right. I'm sure they are, because when that happens, then more than likely we'll be able to take any water, I mean radioactive water, and turn it into potable water. So we will have the water we need. Now, that just means that we're going to have more people.
Well, you say that, but I would disagree, and here's why. No one's not moving to Florida because they're worried about running out of water. We're not stopping people from moving to Florida because we're running out of water. We might be limiting the amount of developments, but we're not actively stopping people from coming into our borders just because of water. So you're right, we are going to run out, but I don't think that's stopping anyone. I don't think people are giving thought to that before they come here.
Yeah.
Here's what I think they say. I think they say, where can I go where everyone's a freaking idiot, so I look like halfway smart? And I think that's why they choose Florida, to be honest.
I think it's the weather and the beaches.
All right,
so,
get that.
I think the issue in time is going to be places that have lots of water are going to end up having too much water. I'm talking flooding. And this is what's happening around our world. And places that are dry are becoming drier. So the water we still have the same water. It's just that it's being delegated to different places, and the places with like Louisiana with the hurricanes that come through there and all the water that's dumped, they have too much water than they need. And then there are places like, I don't know, California with the fires. So without getting off subject too much, we are finding this earth of ours transforming into, hotter and drier and wetter. However, it's only it's not, homogeneous.
All right. So the whole point is, I guess we just have to drink more and flush more. That's what I'm taking from.
No. I think, you know what? You have
I drink a lot of water. Okay. I should actually mention this. This should have been a qualifier. I drink a lot of water, so I do pee a lot. So that's another reason why I don't want to flush 18 times a day.
Okay. And so here's what I suggest. You ready? You got a tree in the backyard. Where does your cat pee? Where does your cat pee?
In the litter. Well, he tries to make a litter box. He usually misses.
Okay. Why don't you just get a litter box for yourself?
I have a retention pond in the back. Like, I don't know.
I don't know if you're gonna do that. I would suggest. I mean, I've got, 7 acres. I would suggest find a spot in the backyard and just peeing
So
outside.
fertilize a palm tree or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, as long as I don't know your neighbor. I don't
Like,
care.
I don't care. My neighbors might mind. I wouldn't care.
Because they will be able to see you. Is that right? They would mind because
They
would
would.
be able.
They'd be able to see me. Yeah. I don't have the 7 acres. So
Yeah. I got it. You ready?
indoor plant? No.
You bottle your pee and then you take it outside and you pour it.
That's a lot of work, man. Now you're talking about, now you want me to use plastic bottles. You want me to save my pee. What if I forget? What if I, no, that's risky, man. That's very, very,
That was just my thought. I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
Odd Places going
Viral, of course.
Yep.